Hi guys, welcome to the channel. Now, I'm heading inland. Found a restaurant with good reviews for a plain eater like me, and it's a few kilometres in, and Google as usual has led me onto the, what seemed like side roads, but no doubt that'll change. But as soon as I decided to go out for a meal in a restaurant on my own, an old thought popped its head up again. You always feel, or I do as a single person, always feel a wee bit odd in a restaurant, and that just shouldn't be the way it is. I wonder if it's like that for other single people. Anyway, nice drive, very hot outside, early evening. See you at the restaurant. Driving up there, I was thinking to myself, where'll I sit? So I have an e-cig, so I tend to look outside. This wee restaurant is packed inside, lots and lots of people there, and I wouldn't have liked to have sat in there for that reason. So what it is about going to restaurants and eating on your own, for me it depends on where it is and what type of restaurant it is. Out for an evening meal in a nice restaurant, I will go in and sit in a restaurant, but I always feel a wee bit odd. Am I wrong? I know the answer to that question is, or should be, yes I am wrong, but it definitely feels awkward. Even out here I feel a wee bit, no, I don't really do. Not really. Something about sitting outside seems to make that not seem as bad. That doesn't make any sense. Especially to someone who's sitting in their own talking into a camera with everyone in the restaurant looking out at them. But yeah, single people, you've quite a lot of wee things like that to deal with. The truth is I'm not that shy about anything. It's just a slight awkwardness that I would feel occasionally. Over across the way there's another restaurant and a girl sitting in her own. And I don't think anything of that. In fact, I wouldn't have noticed that if I hadn't been having this conversation. I've driven a good bit inland, about 12 kilometres, and all of a sudden you come to this modern, beautiful, would you call it a town? I've been at a few places like this. You come through all these beautiful houses and tree-lined streets, and then there's restaurants and bars, and it's lovely. What a lovely environment to live in. I've relied on Google reviews for my meal, which is why I drove so far inland. I am starving, and this is my first meal out. Well, my first meal out, if you know what I mean. The vast majority of times that I've been in Spain, I was younger, and it was always beach resorts and that sort of thing, and you imagine inland's just Spanish and that's the way it is, but this all surprises me. Look how busy this is, nowhere near the sea, and as I said, I've driven through several places like this, loads and loads of people enjoying themselves. Loads and loads of places to live, beautiful urbanizations. Spain certainly has changed over the years. I just seen a Tesco's sign. Tesco's. I decided to pull in there because after seeing the Tesco's sign, the place that the Tesco sign's in is called the Food Co, and it turns out it's an English supermarket. So I've already been in one, a wee smaller one, but this looks like a proper big supermarket. So we'll go and have a look and see if it is an English supermarket. A couple of bits and pieces I could do with. None of them English, but can't get them anywhere else. Garlic butter, pepper sauce. Oh my god, this really does feel like Tesco's, but I have noticed there's Co-op stuff and Asda stuff. Fray Bentos pies, Brennan's bread, although frozen, amazing. And by the way, No garlic butter, no peppered sauce.
Later.
Just come out of the supermarket, looked across the road. This big shop, one of those shops that's cheap and sells everything. I love shops like this. I just spent a half an hour in there and got a whole load of stuff that I did actually need. I needed a lead from the phone because I broke one of my 2 leads and a few other bits and pieces, and I got them.
The next morning.
It's the next day I've come. There's a castle. I keep seeing it from a distance, so I've decided to come up to it. And I thought there'd probably be a lot of people here, but not. So it's a good place to find somewhere to sit. There's the crazy creature noise again, same as I have down at the hotel. A bit more of that later. I'm not actually in the castle yet. I hope this brings you to it. There was another way to go up. Oh, I can see people. The market. This is probably a good spot to give me a good idea of the whole layout of the place. So if we're coming right up and round, and now, now I'm going back down again. I don't want to go back down. Yeah, I think the entrance was at the very bottom. Go the other way. There's no sign. I wonder, can I get up there? I'm going to go up there. No. Fence. Hard to say, but there's a fence there. We'll go back.
20 minutes later.
Found it. It was only 20 feet in the opposite direction, so when I walked left, if I had walked right, I would have seen the sign. It's really just a castle wall, but I'm going to go right up because I want to look down and see the view. That would have been the castle itself, I suppose, the building, part of it. And that's where I just came from, the long walk. I wish I had brought my drone. Sort of forgot about the drone a wee bit. I haven't been in a situation to use it recently. So folks, I enjoyed that, but I have to get out of the heat, so I'm going to leave it off there. Till next time, bye for now. Oh, and by the way, the loud noise, the creatures that I was talking about in my last video, one of my subscribers, Elaine, has told me that they're called cicada or cicada, not sure which, but they're a giant fly, and I read about them, and they have the loudest, they create the loudest noise for their size of any creature. And I hadn't noticed, but now that I know what I know, whenever you initially hear it, it's a wee bit quiet and then it very quickly gets loud, and that's because loads of them join in. But they're big flies, definitely worth looking up. And most animals, most creatures that make noise, that type of noise will make it from their body, like rattlesnakes rattling their tails. They don't. They have a wee organ halfway down their body like a voice box in a way, or like a musical instrument in a way, and it creates that noise, and it's a mating noise. It's not fantastic? And I'm telling you, there's times in the evening down where I live where I thought it was an electrical something or other that was broken. It was so deafening. Fantastic. So there, I left you with a good wee fact.